your country go broke. No one's gonna have shit. F the oil. I'm gonna light it all on fire. I'm gonna destroy my infrastructure. Just make everybody feel it. You'll start seeing war on the streets when that gas hits $20 a gallon.
Absolutely.
You don't have to have a world war. You'll have one here. You won't give a shit about a world war. That electricity won't even be on. You can't afford that to even turn on the news to find out there's a world war. You got to go fight your neighbor. You got to go up the street. You got to go rob a store for whatever goods they have, because bread costs $50, $20. You want a peanut butter jelly sandwich, you're going to have to go kill somebody for it. Everybody's got morals while they got money in their pocket. But as soon as the money's gone, you'll see how many morals you really have as a society. That shit goes out the window. That's one of the first things that's going to go out the window. The truth. With you, your morals is going to go out the window. You will steal. You will lie. You will cheat. You will kill to eat, to survive.
Yeah. Even as you're talking, I'm like, my God, this is biblical. I pray that it doesn't come down to this point.
We all should. We all should.
But as we all know, self-preservation, that's the first law of the land.
Mm-hmm.
There is another part of the world that cannot afford for us to control that oil.
Mm-hmm.
They just can't. Then we're playing an entire different game. I mean, it's energy warfare.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstones. Peace, mercy, and blessings unto the hopeful elect, the Israelites of the Bible, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I found this video on social media, and it's about a Judah brother who's basically talking about what's going to happen. Basically, people are going to go survival mode, and they're going to be killing, cheating, lying, and stealing to eat. And you could hear from the voice of the man they're speaking that, they know it's going to happen. And they're saying that's biblical. And this brother, this Judah brother that has the glasses on, he's basically talking about, 2nd Ezra, chapter 15. So we're going to start off with the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 3, because these are the signs that Yahweh Shai and also the Heavenly Father Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai told his prophets. This is the book of Matthew chapter 24 verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? So these are the signs of the second coming of Yahweh Shai, who the world inwardly calls Jesus Christ, and the end of the world of Esau's Edom's kingdom, the so-called white man. And Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, and shall deceive many. You shall hear of wars and rumors of war. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilence, and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And we are seeing that we are in the beginning of sorrows, because everything's going up. Everything that happened right now is going on right now in Iran and the Strait of Hormuz. Gas is going up. More inflation is happening. So that means if it's going to go up, that means rent's going to be expensive. Food and gas. And right now, there's a video saying that United States has like 2 weeks left of gas, knowing the fact that plastic, canned stuff, it's from petroleum. So everything's going to be more expensive. If we go to the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 1, it reads, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which are people of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, that will be the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Adonai Yahweh, and cause them to be written in paper for they are faithful and true. So these words that we're speaking, they're faithful and true, and we're seeing it, they're faithful and true, because they're happening right in front of us. Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. So we shouldn't care what people think or say or how they look at us when we're out there in the highways and hedges prophesying the downfall of this kingdom. For all the unfaithful should die in their unfaithfulness, and those will be the 2/3 of the Israelites. The only 1/3 is going to be saved, and that will be the elect man, the 144,000. Behold, said the Adonai Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world. The sword right now is the modern sword right now is the guns. Famine, there's going to be famine. Death, there's going to be a lot of death, and the destruction of this kingdom. For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So the time of Esau, Edom's being in rulership is almost fulfilled, and we're seeing it. If we go to verse 14, it says right here, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. So destruction to the world and them that dwell therein, and that will be the people of the earth. For the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people should stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. So like the guy said, people are going to be going out killing their neighbors for food, or killing for peanut butter, lying, cheating. They're going to go in survival mode. For there shall be seditious among man, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions should stand in their power. So this is when, they're going to be not only fighting against each other, but also they're going to go against the people that are the governments, people that work in the governments, because they're seeing that the governments, they don't care for the people. Verse 17, a man should decide to go into a city, shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. So yeah, a lot of these men out here, they're going to be afraid. And a man should not pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for the great tribulations. And just like that Judah brother was speaking, he said that people are going to go and do that. And he already seen it. And like it says right here, a man shall not have pity upon his neighbor. So pretty much in Matthew chapter 24, verse 12 says the heart of many will wax cold. People are not going to care because they're going to be in survival mode. Like he said, when you have money, you have morals, but when the money's gone, there's no morals. People are all going to go survival mode. And we're seeing it. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. And we also go to the book of Isaiah, because even Isaiah speaks about it, chapter 13, verse 16. It reads, their children also shall be dashed. So, the heart of many is going to wax cold, so they're not going to care. They're going to also be be killing kids. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their house shall be spoiled, and their wives ravaged. So women are going to get ravaged. They're going to be taken by other men, especially all those single women out there that don't have a man to protect them. They're going to get ravaged. They're going to get taken. They're going to get all their stuff stolen. They're going to ravage her and then probably either sell her or kill her. So all hell is going to break loose. And you can even hear the guy that's doing the interview with that Judah brother saying that all of this is prophesied, that it's biblical and it's true, because they know that the words of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yashai, are faithful and truthful. And we're seeing it. And we know that, especially those that have faith, those that believe the words of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yashai. We go to the book of Habakkuk, because they're saying, pray that this doesn't happen, but it is going to happen. Even in the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 1, it reads, I will stand upon my watch, and the watch, that will be the watchmen of Israel. Those will be the Israelite man, the prophets of the Heavenly Father, the servants of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yashai says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. So we know those men that were blessed with this knowledge, wisdom, understanding. We're staying on our watch by seeing what's going on around the world, and putting it together with the scriptures, because the servants of the Heavenly Father are the prophets, and the mysteries of the Heavenly Father Yahweh Bashem Yashar are only revealed to the prophets, like it says in the book of Amos 3, verse 7. Surely the other one, Yahweh, will do nothing, but he revealed his secrets unto his servants, who are his servants, the prophets. Why? Because the prophets would always prophesy the downfall of a kingdom, like it says in the book of Jeremiah. We always got to bring it out. Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old. So the prophets are right now, and the ones from the ancient times always did their jobs. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy both against many countries, against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. So that's what the prophets do. They prophesy the good, the bad, and the ugly. And we go back to the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the other one, Yahweh, answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon the upon tables, that he may run that read it. So that will be, the Bible. Verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And we're seeing it. It's gonna come. And there's a lot of prophecies also. There's more prophecies to happen. You got Jacob's trouble, which that's gonna be Jacob's trouble. You have the famine of the word, and you got the mark of the beast, before this place gets destroyed. And we also see verse 3 says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. And we go to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 1, it says right here, to everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. So everything that happens in the earth is because there's a time and a season. Verse 2, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rent and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak. So there's a time for everything. Verse 8, a time to love and a time to hate. So we're in a time that a lot of people are going to be hating. A time of war, and that's where we're going to be heading it. Civil war is going to happen here in the United States pretty soon, and a time of peace. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kadash, Shalom.